Hi everyone, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I will update you every day for the NBA standings, game results and NBA schedule for 2025 to 2026 regular season. Let's go! For the NBA standings in Eastern Conference, the Detroit Pistons still leading the first spot with the standing of 24 wins and 7 losses. The second spot is the New York Knicks with 21 wins and 9 losses. The third spot is the Boston Celtics with 19 wins and 11 losses. The fourth spot is the Toronto Raptors with 18 wins and 14 losses. The fifth spot is the Philadelphia 76ers with 16 wins and 13 losses. The sixth spot is the Orlando Magic with 17 wins and 14 losses. The seventh spot is the Cleveland Cavaliers with 17 wins and 15 losses. The eighth spot is the Miami Heat with 16 wins and 15 losses. The ninth spot is the Chicago Bulls with 15 wins and 15 losses. The 10th spot is the Atlanta Hawks with 15 wins and 17 losses. The 11th spot is the Milwaukee Bucks with 12 wins and 19 losses. The 12th spot is the Charlotte Hornets with 11 wins and 20 losses. The 13th spot is the Brooklyn Nets with 9 wins and 19 losses. The 14th spot is the Washington Wizards with 6 wins and 23 losses. And for the 15th spot is the Indiana Pacers with 6 wins and 25 losses. And for the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder still dominates the first spot with the standing of 26 wins and 5 losses. The second spot is the San Antonio Spurs with 23 wins and 7 losses. The third spot is the Denver Nuggets with 22 wins and 8 losses. The fourth spot is the Los Angeles Lakers with 19 wins and 10 losses. The fifth spot is the Minnesota Timberwolves with 20 wins and 11 losses. The sixth spot is the Houston Rockets with 18 wins and 10 losses. The seventh spot is the Phoenix Suns with 17 wins and 13 losses. The eighth spot is the Golden State Warriors with 16 wins and 15 losses. The ninth spot is the Memphis Grizzlies with 15 wins and 16 losses. The 10th spot is the Portland Trail Blazers with 12 wins and 19 losses. The 11th spot is the Dallas Mavericks with 12 wins and 20 losses. The 12th spot is the Utah Jazz with 11 wins and 19 losses. The 13th spot is the Los Angeles Clippers with 9 wins and 21 losses. The 14th spot is the New Orleans Pelicans with 8 wins and 24 losses. And for the 15th spot is the Sacramento Kings with 7 wins and 23 losses. And here are the today's game results. For the first game, the Boston Celtics beat the Indiana Pacers with the score of 140-122. And here are the box score for Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown leading the game with 30 points, 4 assists and 3 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Peyton Pritchard with 29 points, 5 assists and 9 boards. And here are the box score for Indiana Pacers. Andrew Nembhard leading the game with 18 points, 8 assists and 4 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Benedict Mathurin with 13 points, 4 assists and 4 boards. For the second game, the Miami Heat beat the Atlanta Hawks with the score of 126-111. And here are the box score for Miami Heat. Norman Powell leading the game with 25 points, 5 assists and 7 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Pelle Larsson with 21 points, 5 assists and 6 boards. And here are the box score for Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young leading the game with 30 points, 6 assists and 2 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Jalen Johnson with an almost triple-double performance of 24 points, 10 assists and 9 boards. For the third game, the Charlotte Hornets beat the Orlando Magic with the score of 120-105. And here are the box score for Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo Ball leading the game with 22 points, 5 assists and 7 boards. Followed by the second leading scorers, which are Miles Bridges and Con Newpel with 16 points each. And here are the box score for Orlando Magic. Anthony Black leading the game with 24 points, 4 assists and 3 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Wendell Carter Jr. with 16 points, 1 assist and 8 boards. For the fourth game, the Washington Wizards beat the Toronto Raptors with the score of 138-117. And here are the box score for Washington Wizards. Keyshawn George leading the game with 23 points, 3 assists and 6 boards. followed by the second leading scorers, which are CJ McCollum and Bilal Coulibaly with 21 points each. And here are the box score for Toronto Raptors. Brandon Ingram leading the game with 29 points, 2 assists and 6 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Emmanuel Quickley with 25 points, 5 assists and 4 boards. For the fifth game, the Chicago Bulls beat the Philadelphia 76ers with the score of 109-102. And here are the box score for Chicago Bulls. Trey Jones and Zach Collins leading the game with 15 points each. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Kobe White with 13 points, 6 assists and 7 boards. And here are the box score for Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid leading the game with 31 points and 5 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Tyrese Maxey with 27 points and 8 assists. For the sixth game, the Phoenix Suns beat the New Orleans Pelicans with the score of 115-108. And here are the box score for Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker leading the game with 30 points, 5 assists and 9 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Mark Williams with a double-double performance of 24 points and 13 boards. And here are the box score for New Orleans Pelicans. Zion Williamson leading the game with 20 points, 6 assists and 8 boards. Followed by the second leading scorers, which are Trey Murphy III and Jordan Poole with 19 points each. For the seventh game, the Memphis Grizzlies beat the Milwaukee Bucks with the score of 125-104. And here are the box score for Memphis Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson Jr. leading the game with 24 points and 9 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Ja Morant with a double-double performance of 17 points and 10 assists. And here are the box score for Milwaukee Bucks. AJ Green leading the game with 20 points and 2 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Kevin Porter Jr. with 16 points, 5 assists and 8 boards. For the eighth game, the Utah Jazz beat the Detroit Pistons with the score of 131-129. And here are the box score for Utah Jazz. Keontae George leading the game with 31 points, 8 assists and 7 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Lauri Markkanen with 30 points, 4 assists and 4 boards. And here are the box score for Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham leading the game with a double-double performance of 29 points and 17 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Tobias Harris with 16 points, 4 assists and 7 boards. For the last and the ninth game, the Los Angeles Clippers beat the Portland Trail Blazers with the score of 119-103. And here are the box score for Los Angeles Clippers. James Harden leading the game with 34 points and 6 assists. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Brook Lopez with 31 points and 5 boards. Also Kawhi Leonard contributed with 28 points, 6 assists and 8 boards. And here are the box score for Portland Trail Blazers. Denny Avdija leading the game with an almost triple-double performance of 29 points, 9 assists and 9 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Toumani Camara with 20 points and 3 boards. For the last portion, here are the 9 games scheduled for tomorrow, December 28th at Sunday morning, Philippine time. For the first game at 6 a.m., it's Kings against the Mavericks. For the second game at 8 a.m., it's Pelicans against the Suns. For the third game at 8 a.m., it's Magic against the Nuggets. For the fourth game at 9 a.m., it's Rockets against the Cavaliers. For the fifth game at 9 a.m., it's Hawks against the Knicks. For the sixth game at 9 a.m., it's Bulls against the Bucks. For the seventh game at 9 a.m., it's Spurs against the Jazz. For the eighth game at 9 a.m., it's Timberwolves against the Nets. For the last and ninth game at 9 a.m., it's Heat against the Pacers. Thanks for watching.